Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I did this beautiful butterfly freestyle set on my own nails, okay? Just a disclaimer, I am not a professional nor am I licensed. I just decided to learn how to do my nails during quarantine, so my technique is not perfect, but I am still trying to perfect it. So don't go slaughter me in the comments. So keep watching and I hope you enjoy. So here are a bunch of supplies that I will be using to achieve this look today. Of course, we have, an e-file, some nail filers, monomer, acrylic, nails, just the basics. But I'll make sure to link everything down below just in case you want to go out and purchase these items. So I'm starting off with clean hands. Listen, if there's anything you learn from this coronavirus pandemic, it better be to wash your damn hands, okay? Wash your hands. So I'm beginning with pushing back my cuticles. You want to be very, very gentle when you do this. You don't want to go overboard. You want it to look crisp and clean by the end, but you don't want to hurt yourself while doing it, okay? So as you can see, I used my nail tray just to rest my hand on for more stability. It was a lot better than it just being flat on my table. So I'm just pushing back and pushing back and pushing back. So I'm only going to be doing my left hand on camera because my right hand is my dominant hand, so I can go a lot quicker with my left hand. But when it comes to doing my right hand, it definitely takes a while, and I don't want to bore you guys, and so I'm just doing my left hand on camera. So what you want to do next is take your drill, or you can use a regular hand file, and you want to remove the shine from your nails. So I'm using, I think, 180 grit sanding bits to file down the shine on my natural nail. This is a very important part because you want to remove the shine from your nails because they produce a lot of oils, and when you remove the oils, it helps the nail to stick better. So this is how you get like a longer lasting nail, and your nails aren't lifting as much and stuff like that. So make sure you're just being really gentle. As you can see, I had it on the speed 6, so it's very, very low and gentle for my nails. So now I'm going to begin to glue on my nail tips. I picked out which nail tips fit each finger off camera because, y'all, why did my nail tips fall and got all mixed up? And guess what? I still didn't fix them, so I still have to fix them. So I apply the glue onto the nail, and then I press downward to ensure that it stays on my finger. If my tip is too small, I don't use it. I go a size up, and then I file down the sides to make sure that they fit. You rather your nail tips be bigger than too small, because if they're too small, they're gonna come right off, okay? So that's what I'm doing right now. So now I'm going to begin cutting my nails down. For this look, I wanted them to be a little long just so that I can really show off the design that I had in mind. And I am not a long nail type of girl. Like, I like my regular manis, I like my short nails. I can't do much with these nails, but for this look, I decided to keep them a little bit on the longer side. Make sure that you're being mindful of how much you cut, because once you cut them too short, you cannot go back. You're just gonna have to be left with whatever nail length you have, so just be careful. So all of my nails are now cut to my desired length, and I noticed that one of my nails were glued on crooked. Be careful with that, because once the glue is on, there's nothing you can do. My nail was just crooked and I had to deal with it, but it wasn't too bad. Just the way I was filing made it look a little better. So I'm doing coffin shape, and with these nails, they're really, really, really easy to achieve a coffin shape nail. So I don't really have to do much filing when it comes to these nail tips. So as you can see, I'm barely doing anything. I'm just filing a little bit off the sides and a little bit off the free edge, and that's about it. So if you're having trouble with doing coffin shape, which I am having trouble doing, I highly recommend these nails because they're super, super easy. here you're gonna see me take my nail file and I'm blending in my real nail with the nail tip, because it's just gonna be better for when you apply the acrylic. You won't see that line. It'll be super seamless. So you just go ahead and blend it in. I'm just taking my little nail brush that I got from Nail Supply Glamour and I'm just dusting off my nails. So now I'm going to be using this nail prep system that I got from Nail Supply Glamour. It is 2 parts. So step 1, you put on the dehydrator. So I'm just putting it on my natural nail bed. I'm not putting it on the nail because there's literally no need to. So step 2 is to use the Ultra Bond primer. So I'm just going to apply that on all of my nails, well, my natural nails, just like I did the dehydrator. Okay, so now I'm going to be using my Mia Secret in the Cover Rose color, and I'm gonna put that first bead where my natural nail and the fake nail tip meets, and I'm just gonna put that bead there, and then I'm gonna start swiping down. Guys, I'm just gonna tell you, I do not do a bead method because I am like struggling. I'm still trying to learn, you know, how big of a bead I should take, how wet the bead should be. So I just do as much, however many beads it takes me to, you know, feel okay with how the nail looks. And don't worry, I will be speeding up the video after I show you how to do the first 2 nails. So now I'm taking another bead and I'm placing that at the bottom of the first one. And you know, I'm just shaping it up and keep on swiping down. Yeah, so I'm putting another bead because clearly it just wasn't enough to my liking. So I made sure I put another bead at the bottom, and then I'm putting this last bead where my cuticle area is, and I make sure that it's not too bulky because you do not want it to be bulky in that area. Like, it's just gonna look bad, and your nails are gonna start lifting and everything. Like, it just doesn't look good. So be very, very delicate in that area. And then I'm putting another bead where the natural nail tip and my natural nail was meeting before, because that's where like the apex part is, and I still do not know how to build an apex. So when I'm using colored acrylic, I don't mind too much not being able to build it because I go back in at the end with clear acrylic, and then that's when I use that to try to build my apex. So it's usually not a problem if I can't get it right there and then. So for this nail, I wanted to do an ombre nail. So the tip is going to be blue and then the other part is going to be pink. So right now I'm adding in the blue acrylic. And as you can see, it's a bit watery because, like I said, my ratio, my monomer to acrylic ratio is so off. Like, it is so off. I'm still learning, so it's really watery. So you're gonna see me just keep going back and trying to get it correctly. For the ombre effect, I'm definitely like feathering down so that it's not like a harsh line. I want it to just blend really, really nicely. So I'm going back in with my blue and I'm applying it again. It's still watery, but I'm still adding a little bit more to get the blue effect I need. Then I'm going to keep feathering it down because, like I said, I don't want that harsh line. I want it to blend very, very nicely. And this nail was like so bomb. It was giving me cotton candy vibes. Oh my gosh. So now that I'm done with the blue part, I'm going to go in with the same acrylic and I'm going to put that closer to the cuticle area, and then I'm going to just start, just swiping it down so that I can blend really nicely with the blue. So now I'm going to be adding another bead, and I'm just going to continue to push it to the cuticle area and then swipe down to get that beautiful ombre effect that we're going for. And just make sure you clean up the sides, because I have a habit of like having acrylic all over the place by the end of it, and it's hard to clean up. So just make sure you're just cleaning up as you go, and you're continuously cleaning off your acrylic brush, because you don't want the acrylic to get piled up there. So I'm still swiping and just blending in to get that cotton candy effect. So I'm going back again with the baby blue acrylic, because it was the tip of my nail was still clear, because like I said, I kept making the beads really watery, so the color wasn't holding on my nail. So I had to go back in to add the blue again so that it can, show better. And now you're just going to repeat the same steps that we did with the first two nails on the other nails. So now I'm going to go in with my Mia's Secret clear acrylic, and I'm just going to encapsulate the colored acrylic that I have. And remember I said sometimes, it's hard for me to build an apex. So this is where I take the opportunity to try. I don't focus on doing it too much with the colored acrylic, but I definitely focus on doing it more with the clear acrylic. So instead of making my own glitter acrylic, I decided to just pour some out and dip my brush in it and then put it on the tip of my nail because I just didn't want a whole thing of this colored acrylic because I could use the glitter for something else. And yeah, so I'm just putting it on the tip, and then after I'm gonna encapsulate it with some clear acrylic powder. So at this point, this is where my phone ran out of space, so I couldn't continue the last two nails, encapsulating it on camera. But now I'm just trying to file my nails because when you put acrylic on, it loses its shape. So I'm just trying my best to just keep the shape that I was given initially by the nail tips and just following that. It's a little hard for me to stay in camera because I'm literally trying to file vigorously and it's just going all over the place. So now I'm going in with my e-file, and I believe that I'm using a fine drill bit, and I'm just going in my cuticle area and making sure that everything is nice and cleaned up, and then I'm going over the entire nail to make sure it's smooth. I'm not going in right now, like I'm just doing it enough for it to look good because I was so tired of this set because so many things just kept happening and going wrong. But I'm just going in and just cleaning up all the area on my nail. So like I said, I was running out of space on my phone, so I just filed the rest of my nails off camera, and now I'm showing you the butterflies that I would be using. So I decided to use this little tweezer to peel them off, but it was a little bit harder than I expected to be because they're really sticky. So just be careful and make sure that you place it exactly where you want it to go. So after you finish placing them where they're at, just make sure that you rub them in so that they actually stay on the nail and that they don't lift up. Now the very last step is to paint your nails. So I'm using this diamond gel polish from Nail Supply Glamour, of course, and I'm just going to paint all my nails, cure under the UV lamp, and then when everything is done, y'all, just watch the finished product, okay? Now this is the finished look for this beautiful butterfly freestyle set that I did on myself. If you want to see more nail videos, make sure to leave a comment down below and like. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you're notified when I post a new video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.